Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the best VPNs for Egypt. Now, I did a lot of testing and I've narrowed down the 3 best VPNs regardless of whether you are outside of Egypt and you want to make it seem as if you're inside the country, or the opposite, if you're currently in Egypt but you want to make it seem as if you're in a different country. I went through a ton of different VPNs and the best ones for this after my testing were ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. Now, you'll find a ton more information about each one of these in the description below, but not only do they all have at least 100 countries that you can connect to around the world, but they all have servers within Egypt itself. That means, for example, let's say you wanted to access content on Netflix that was not available where you are. Let's say you're in Egypt and you want to watch a show that's only available in the UK. So you can go into ExpressVPN. Let's just use that right here. And now I'm connected to Egypt. That means if I went to Netflix, it's going to think I'm in Egypt and I would be able to watch all the content that's available there. And not just Netflix, by the way, every streaming platform, it doesn't really matter which. It could be Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Disney Plus. They're all going to think that I'm in Egypt. But if I went here and I just clicked on this location bar, a window pops open and I can search for the United Kingdom. There it is. And I can just click on it. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to be connected up to a server in the UK, and any website I visit is going to think that I'm in the UK. So I can go to an IP address finder website. I can just go to whatismyipaddress.com and it's going to show that I am in the UK. That's where it's going to believe I am. So I have a new IP address. The information is going to show as if I'm in London, in England. And if I went over to Netflix, I would be able to go and watch any show that's available on that platform or any other streaming platform as if I was in the United Kingdom itself. And like I said, the opposite is true as well. I tested all 3 of these VPNs out, and even if you are outside of Egypt, like for me right now, I'm not there, but if I went into one of these VPNs, so let's say it was Surfshark, I just went over here and I type in Egypt and I connect up to this location, it's going to seem now to any website I visit as if I was in Egypt, and then I'd be able to access any local service, anything that's available there. Maybe you're traveling and you want to access something that's only available there, you'd be able to do it with these VPNs. Some other things that I tested out with these VPNs that worked really well was voice chats in games. Egypt creates a lot of problems for gamers who want to use Discord or really any internet voice chat. It could be WhatsApp, it could be FaceTime. There's all these problems with using internet voice services, and by using a VPN and making it seem as if you're outside of Egypt, it's just a really simple way to get around it. Sometimes there are good periods within Egypt where the restrictions are not that tough, and then there are times where it gets worse. So if you're in one of those periods where they're cracking down on internet voice calls, you can use a VPN and you don't have to deal with it anymore. Now, besides for being able to access content, I also researched how good these VPNs are in terms of privacy and security. Egypt is known for keeping tabs on everything that people are doing on the internet within the country, and these VPNs can help you get more privacy and anonymity. All of these VPNs use the highest standards of encryption. That's AES 256 or ChaCha20. They all use RAM-only servers. So everything that goes through those servers is wiped on every reboot, and they all have independently verified security audits, which means that they've all brought in outside companies like Cure53, PwC, KPMG. Those have gone through and verified that these VPNs are really secure. They're not leaking out any of your information, and they're also not keeping it for themselves. So which one is going to be the best for you? Well, in my opinion, the best all around is going to be ExpressVPN. This is personally my favorite. It's super simple and easy to use. They're very focused on being the best VPN out there. It doesn't come with extra bells and whistles, different add-on features. They're very focused on just the VPN and making it as good as it can be. You have 105 countries to connect to across 3,000 plus servers. You have all the essential VPN features like a kill switch and split tunneling, and you have one of the biggest selection of protocols of most VPNs. They not only have WireGuard, which is pretty much the standard and will get you a very fast connection, but they also have lightweight UDP and the turbo setting, which can get you even faster speeds. On top of all that, if you're looking to connect to the United States, they also have the biggest selection of servers within the US. They have at least one in every single state. Lastly, in terms of privacy and security, they have done more independent security audits than any of these 3 VPNs out there. So in terms of pretty much every major category, speed, ease of use, privacy and security, how well they get you access to different countries, Express is in the top across all of them. Now, if you're looking purely for the most amount of countries to connect to and maybe the most features that you get with the VPN, NordVPN would be the best there. NordVPN has 165 countries to connect to around the world, so really a lot of different countries, and they also have a lot of add-ons and features. You're going to get Threat Protection Pro, which is like a mini antivirus, Dark Web Monitor that allows you to check if any of your personal information was leaked out over the internet. They also have specialty servers for things like connecting to the Tor network or for file sharing and torrenting. So there's a lot of different things going on with NordVPN. If you're looking for the most amount of features and countries, definitely check it out. And if you're looking for the most affordable VPN, but at the same time high quality, then Surfshark would be the one I'd recommend. It's not as fast as ExpressVPN, and it definitely doesn't have as many countries as Nord. It only has 100, but it is going to be the cheapest of the 3. So if you're looking for a top tier VPN on a budget, Surfshark is a solid option. Now, if you want to find out more about any of these in particular, I'll have links for full in-depth reviews and how-tos. All that will be in the description, and there will also be discount links to get you the best possible price. So you can check that out if you're interested. If you have any questions about anything I've said, you can drop a comment below. I'm always checking to see what you guys have to say. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.